I'm Pastor Larry Miles, Trinity Fellowship Church. I served on the board for about 10 years back during the 90s into the early 2000s. And we saw God move many times during our tenure on the board, Bob and I serving together. My favorite story is it was during the summertime. We were having some financial issues. In fact, we did not know how we were going to pay our salaries. And as a board, we had talked about it at our board meeting. And I think our board meeting was on Mondays at that time. I'm pretty sure that's correct. And so we prayed about it as a board and trusted God. The following Friday, I got a call from the secretary at Faith City, and she said, "Larry, can you come down? I need to show you something." And I said, "Sure." So I went down there. We had received a check for $450,000 out of a trust of a lady that had died. And it was just God showing up. I mean, we had the money to make salary. We had the money to continue the work that the mission was doing. God showed up. I always like to use the term, if it's God's baby, he'll kiss it. God kissed Faith City that day. And that is, Faith City is God's baby.
Good story, Larry. My name is Bob Manning, and I was on the Faith City board for around 7 years. Larry will tell a story in a minute about how I was brought onto the board in 2002. One of the miracles that I saw was people giving money. As the $450,000 came in, we had a building campaign to renovate the facilities. And as we were renovating the facilities, monies flowed in very easily. The Brumley Foundation brought us $28,000, which renovated the chapel, and a beautiful mural that's on the wall there today. We invite any and all to come and see, which is a beautiful piece of work. One of the other renovation projects was the kitchen remodel, which required $80,000 that we had budgeted. And we had a gentleman by the name of Jerry Kimball, the Kimball Foundation, that came in one day and asked what was Faith City Ministries all about, and how could he help. And so we had these various projects ongoing, and he had asked Rick Phillips how he could help, and we showed him the different programs, and it was the one we proposed to him was $80,000, and he just turns to Rick and he says, "That's the exact amount God asked me to write a check for." And he wrote a check, and we agreed. Then we carried out the remodel of the kitchen.
Got our new kitchen.
Yeah.
So I know I can speak for Bob. I love Faith City. I love what Faith City stands for, what it does, the history. And as I said earlier, I know that Faith City is God's baby, and he continues to kiss it to this day. So.
Well, and I've been a beneficiary of Faith City. They've been very good to me, and some of my present employees, some of my past employees, and some of my present employees that work with me today came from Faith City Ministries.
Yeah.
In fact, I can name two that are there right now. They've been there 10 years plus.
Yeah.
So it's a great place.
Yeah.